We're live, it says. But we're recording. Hey, welcome to, this is Patdees, and welcome to another episode of 12 Minutes With. This week's guest is Victoria.
Hello,
How are you
hello.
doing, Victoria?
Good. How are you doing, Pat?
Now, you probably have the longest last name that I know, Adventures in Reselling.
Yeah. I had to take the Victoria out.
Yeah, where does that date back? Does that like a European last name?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think it's a YouTubian last name.
YouTubian?
Yeah.
I've been chasing you down for the last 2 weeks.
I know. I've been so busy. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on and hang with my audience. So we're going to get right into it. Basically, I think I found Victoria probably only 6 or 7 months ago here on YouTube. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Since, well, a channel of my own, I want to say around Christmas time or right after.
Oh,
maybe the month before that. So it hasn't been that long.
Now, your name, Adventures in Reselling, you are a full-time reseller?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what platforms and tell me about what you sell on and basically what you sell.
Okay. Well, I started out selling on Poshmark. I no longer sell on Poshmark because their fees just got me. They're so. I might sell some stuff on some things you can sell on Poshmark that won't sell on other platforms. So I may still go back to them, but for right now, I pulled everything. So right now, I'm mainly selling on eBay. All my stuff is listed on eBay, and I started selling just whatever I could find. You know, if it had good comps on eBay, sold comps, then I would pick it up. However, I don't really like listing clothes, so I've gotten away from clothes, and I just do those on like online auctions. I hate listing clothes, so I don't list clothes. So my main thing that I'm listing now is just how do you say it? Ephemera? Ephemera. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Ephemera.
Ephemera.
That sounds like a condition.
It sounds really good too. People want that.
Well, trust me, I didn't know what ephemera was until I got on YouTube last year myself. I was like, well, it's just paper or postcards, because I've always been a fan myself of collecting postcards and certain things that tell the history of time, and a lot of stuff just gets thrown away nowadays. So ephemera is a big item for you to sell?
Well, no, it hasn't been a big item yet, but I'm slowly building the ephemera in my store.
Okay.
I don't know right now. I don't even know how many listings I have that are probably about half of them. I have about 200 listings. So I'm slowly building the ephemera. I've had 3 or 4 sales since I started listing it, and I started listing it maybe 6 to 8 weeks ago. So, yeah.
So now how long, let me ask you, Victoria, how long have you had an eBay store? Do you have a store, or you just have a regular? Okay.
Yeah, I have an eBay store. Probably, I haven't been on eBay. I mean, I've been on eBay since like 98, but I haven't had a store since. Oh, really? But I haven't used it. You know, I mean, I've used it as a store here and there over, the lifetime of the store or the account. But for having a store, I've probably had it. I think I've had it 2 months. Because I think I've paid 2 months worth of fees for it. I think.
Now, so you've been on since 98. What, you got on when you were 9 years old?
Yep. Yeah. I'll pay you later.
Instead of mom and dad making you work at McDonald's, they had you listing on eBay.
No, I got on when, it was, I don't even know how old I was then, but I'm almost 50 now. So yeah. How does that sound now?
Can you sing Another One Bites the Dust?
Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust.
Hey, we're going to sell some stuff, another one out
bites
the dust. So let me ask you something now. I mean, obviously, it's a big decision to want to work from home. And do you have a corporate background at all?
I worked as a secretary and administrative assistant. So that's the corporate background for small businesses here where I live. And but I've always wanted to own my own business, always, since before I could, even think about it. So
what made you decide finally to say, forget it, I'm just going to do my own thing?
I was just tired of working for my boss. I had worked for him for almost 3 years, and I was tired of it. So I decided to, try and do something else.
And the family was supportive of you?
Yeah.
That's good. Now let me ask you something, because you have a little bit of a strange channel. When I
do.
Yeah, when I tune in, sometimes I get you have a little bit of Howard Sternish, and then you have like bingo night for all the resellers over 60. And but I come in with my numbers, but I never seem to win. What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, half the time you get to pick your number, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, I picked my numbers the other night, and I picked the ones that were glowing, and I still didn't get no prize.
Well, you picked the ones that were glowing in a game that was going on. You weren't able to play that game until the next game started.
Oh man, that's how that works.
That's how it works.
It's sort of like getting the lotto numbers before they come out, and then.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I let you come in, pick the glowing numbers, how many hate mails I would get? Oh yeah. People are serious about their bingo.
Yeah. I came on about a month ago, and I remember that I did come into a middle of a game not knowing, and I think I won, but luckily the numbers that I picked weren't numbers that were drawn yet.
Oh, good.
And you remember, you were about 3 minutes into it, and you're like, oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. He could have picked the numbers that were already drawn.
But you didn't. You hadn't.
No, because I didn't know what was going on, and I was just coming in to rip you a little bit. And, now, how did you find this community of resellers on YouTube?
I just started looking up, like selling on YouTube, trying to figure, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, selling on eBay, trying to figure out, how to, just to see if there was any support out there. Not really support, but like answers, how do you do it? What do you sell? That kind of stuff. What should I sell? And I just started finding all these channels, and I started subscribing to them. And then I subscribed to this one channel called Thrift Store Gold. It's a great channel if you don't know them. And
I never heard of them.
Thrift Store Gold.
Where are they from?
New York.
New York?
Yeah, that's a young couple that is thrifting, and that's what they do is they thrift.
Right, so what I'll do is, and every time I do these episodes, I will put if you mention someone like that, I'll put their link in our description below. Cool. And if you guys are watching this, you can give me thumbs up and give Victoria, go over to her channel, because the link will be below. And Victoria, where are you at as far as subscriber count right now?
I am close to 600. I think I'm like 567 or somewhere around there. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So then you decided, you made the decision that, hey, and to be honest, your personality, I think, goes great with YouTube, because you're not afraid to get on camera and talk to people and have fun. Where that is always a big, and I think sometimes, maybe I'm stereotyping, but more so with women, because, a lot of times women are shy, or they're worried what about other people are going to think about them, or what they're going to say. And
safety.
Yeah, and you don't seem worried about that at all. I mean, I think you've been doing a great job. Are you on 7 days a week? It seems like you are.
No, I'm on 5 days a week, morning show from 7:30 a.m. Eastern to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay. I do a show, and that's just it's like a variety show. It's just anything that can be said will be said during that show. It's a fun way to wake up and get your day going. We talk about anything and everything.
Right.
So that's Monday through Friday. It's a full schedule, but I enjoy it so much. I love our community.
Yeah. Now, what's going on with the weekends? Is that the rest time?
That's the rest time. I try and spend it with my husband. I try not to get on YouTube or I'm not on live usually. Yeah. There are a couple of things coming up where I'm going to be a guest on somebody else's channel, but for me to actually do something on my channel, I try not to do any of that on the weekends.
Yeah. So your husband is supportive of the YouTube also?
He's very supportive. In fact, because I was downgrading some of my shows, I was doing basically 5 days a week, except for Tuesday. I was doing interviews every day.
Right.
And Monday through Friday. And when I told him, I said, I need to get rid of some of these shows. My eBay is hurting, and
Right.
he was very supportive, but he told me, he goes, don't get rid of your morning show. You really enjoy that. So he's very, very supportive. And I told him, I said, yeah, I would never get rid of the morning show. That
Right.
gets me out of bed in the morning.
Now, does he help you with your eBay business at all?
He doesn't, only because he works full time.
Yeah.
He works, I don't even know how many hours. It's more than 40 a week. He works 12-hour shifts. So
Right.
He's too busy.
Yeah. So when he's coming home, you're not saying, hey, I sold a Funko Pop. I got for $2 and I sold it for $50.
Oh yeah, I talked about it. I told him what we sold. I say we sold because it's his business too, even though I'm running it. Yeah, I say we sold this today or we sold that today, and he's like, "Oh, good. Well, you're having fun. That's good."
Yeah.
So
now, where are you sourcing your stuff from?
I source from Goodwill, Salvation Army, and we also have a bin store here in town, and I source there. I haven't sourced from flea markets, but I mean, not flea markets, yard sales, but everybody's telling me you got to get into yard sales. So I need to, I think I might start doing that this coming Saturday. I might try and find some yard sales.
Now, what part of the country are you from, Victoria?
Florida.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's hot down there.
Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Yes.
Yeah. And it seems like there's a lot of opportunity down there because there's a lot of, have you ever thought about getting into storage units?
I've thought about it, but I have nowhere to put. I'd have to rent a storage unit in order to put the storage unit stuff in there. I have nowhere to
so
put
you don't have a garage that you could
no,
filter.
our garage, we have a garage, but it's full of Todd's tools and his exercise. It's full of all his stuff. So yeah, I can't take over his garage. I get kicked out of the house. I'm totally teasing.
Yeah. Well, I know what that feeling is. I got right now the wife can't park in our garage because we have stuff on there. So I know what it's like. So
you get it.
Victoria, I appreciate you taking the time to come on, and I'm going to be recording these interviews over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So you won't see this segment or this closer to probably plan to do about 3 of these a week, but I want to get way ahead of it and, make it something that really is content on my channel, normal content. And I appreciate you because like I said, I want to make you part of the normal show, the segment Victoria wants to know.
I'm excited about that.